And it says we're live. Yeah. What's going on? Man, y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House B. Chris Rayner. What's going on, bro? Hey, welcome to the house, bro. Man, Boxing Biker, what's going on with you, man? That's what's up. Hey, both of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by the house early on a Saturday morning, man. Hey, wipe your feet. Close the door. How'd you come on in, man? Hey, I'm here about to leave work. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Hey, y'all boys gonna be able to get down on the for those fights coming up in a little bit. Let me see. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, 1 o'clock Central Time is the first set of fights. It's going to be the Josh Kelly and David Avanesian fight. Lars Dawkins, what's good? Hey, welcome to the house. The first one is DAZN, and the rest of them are going to be on ESPN. That's tonight, and I think the undercards for the ESPN joint start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But the Josh Kelly one is going to be DAZN. That's 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Yeah. But I want to go into hold up. Yeah. Go into a couple of these fights, do an official breakdown, prediction. You know, anybody that was on the corner last night, man, y'all heard who I got, but now I'm gonna go into the reasons exactly why I got who I got. So we'll start with the Lomachenko versus Pedraza fight. All right. Jose Pedraza, who's an orthodox fighter with a record of 25-1-0, 12 KOs, 5 feet 8 inches, tall with a 71-inch reach. And we'll go ahead. Now, I got my notes, you know. But yeah, start with the good. He's got Pedraza's got good head and upper body movement early in fights. Got a nice straight right hand. He's a hard hooker. That's both hands, head and body. He can give it to his opponents. A hard, consistent body attack. Marlowe's corner, what's going on, bro? Yeah, good morning to you, bro. I appreciate you stopping by early, bro. Like your feet, close the door behind you, man. Come on in. All right, let me see. And Pedraza is normally a volume puncher, and he is a pressure fighter. He's got a good motor, keeps a good pace during the fights, fights well during the inside. He's a switch hitter, meaning he can go orthodox and southpaw. Sits down on his shots and gets good leverage on his shots. I noticed that when he does give those hard power punches. Nice combos. He's got a good left uppercut too that I saw he used quite a bit, and he's got a good 3-2. And he will be the bigger fighter between the two. Let's see. Go to the back. It doesn't use or work off the jab very consistently. Now that was one of the things that I noted last night. And if he's not able to use that that jab and take advantage of his length, his reach, Lomachenko is very good at being able to get in, get his work off, and then get out of there. So I think it would be to his advantage, at least for a nice portion of the rounds, to be able to keep Lomo at the end of that jab. He says sometimes comes in squared up. That makes him more, of a wider target. At times stands in front of his opponents without throwing punches. I noticed that he'll get in the danger zone, and from time to time he'll just be there, And I didn't know if he was just trying to, catch a wind or whatever the case may be. But oh, my bad. I don't know why I blew my horn. All right, man. Yeah, but it's almost like he froze from time to time. And a good fighter will take advantage of those opportunities. Lomo is one of those guys that has the capability to take advantage of that. All right, we got predominantly. Doesn't always use reach to his advantage. We just said that. Predominantly a straightforward and back fighter. Head movement disappears often in second half of fights. Not the best at cutting off the ring. I noticed in certain fights, man, there were points where instead of beating the opponent to the spot, he was just following the opponent around the ring, trying to catch him. And has trouble with fighters with good head movement, which is the strength of Lomo's. All right, now we go into Vasily Lomachenko, who's a southpaw with a record of 11-1-0, 9 KOs. He's 5'7", with a 65.5-inch reach. All right, and we'll go into the good for him. Got a good jab, and he doubles and he triples up on the jab. Excellent footwork, quick hand speed, good use of angles. Let's see, and this is going to be an Orth versus Southpaw, so I will say he's got he keeps lead foot dominance when he's fighting the orthodox fighters. He's a good counterpuncher, very good counterpuncher. Transitions well from offense to defense, and that correlates and that goes hand in hand with that counterpunching ability. Very good at stepping around after punches. So when he gets his work, instead of going straight back, a lot of times you'll see him and step off to the left or to the right around the opponent. Normally he's going to the weaker side. Rod X, what's going on, bro? Legendary Topcast, what it do, bro? That's what's up. Hey, both of y'all wipe your feet, close the door behind you. Come on in for Pedraza. All right, so he can sit down on punches. He can give some hard shots. He is able to sit down on them. Fights well at all three levels, meaning inside, intermediate range, as well as outside. Now, fighting outside in this fight might be a little bit of a problem because he is giving up almost a 7-inch reach advantage on Pedraza. So we'll see how that goes. He's got a wide punch arsenal. So he throws a wide variety of punches very well from different angles, from different launching points, and he throws them effectively. Will bring the fight to the opponents. If he can, he'll walk down his opponent. Good at getting in, getting his work off, and getting out, like we said earlier. That was one thing I noticed. So people with slow hand speed, slow counter punches, if they're not careful, he'll be in, pop up, and out before you can, get your work off. He'll be out of range. Let's see, he's got a high motor and nice short combos. All right, for the bad, I said very little head movement. Gives up the body a bit, and occasionally his high guard can be split because it's not tight. Doesn't necessarily mean that the gloves have to be together, but you got to keep that. You got to keep that guard tight. To keep, especially like straights, from being able to penetrate. And I noticed that a couple of opponents were able to get work in through his high guard because it was kind of lackadaisical up there. So, yeah. All right, we go to the keys to victory. For Pedraza, he has to use his reach to his advantage with an effective jab. Let's see. I suggested a left hook on the step around. When Lomo is trying to step around to what would be Pedraza's left, normally, like I said, I would suggest a step out and a hook with him as he's stepping. Get to Lomo's body. He's got to be first and be accurate. And he needs to back Lomo up. So that's what I got for him. For Lomo, I got to get inside and out. He's going to have to deal with that jab. Get his work off. Get out of there. That left to the body, which is one of Lomo's best punches. I think he needs to land that effectively. And have effective footwork. Very effective footwork. His movement is going to have to be on point. Now, Pedraza's not the most fleet of foot. So, I expect to see Lomo have the advantage in the footwork and the movement department. So, yeah. Now, with all of that being said, I got Lomo by unanimous decision. And I also got a note on my written on my notes that I believe this is going to be Lomo's toughest task to date. So, yeah, that's that. Lomo by UD. I think it's going to go all 12. All right. Next one I got is Isaac Dogbo versus Emmanuel Navarrete. All right. Dogbo comes in with a record of 20-0-0 with 14 KOs. Stands 5'2" with a 66-inch reach, and he is an orthodox fighter. And we're going to the good. Dogbo is a pressure fighter. He's got a hard body attack, and that left to the body, that's his bread and butter punch right there. He's a bona fide hooker. That seems to be his primary weapon, that hook. Tough fighter, can take a punch. Heavy-handed puncher that sits down on his shots. Closes the deal when opponents get hurt. Nice short combos. Nice footwork when used. I said when used. Not afraid to exchange with his opponents. So he'll get in there in the phone booth, in the fire, in the kill zone, and he'll trade shots with the opponent. The majority of the times, he's the one that comes out the victor of those exchanges. It's got a nice overhand right from range too. That was a shot that I noticed that he connected on a few opponents with. He doesn't have to necessarily be up on his opponent, but he'll be from range and he'll come from distance with that overhand right and he'll catch him. So, yeah. All right. Swing up in here. All right. So let's go to the bad. I said stands right in front of opponents most of the time. He's going to be right there in the wheelhouse. Jab is usually MIA, and especially earlier in the fights, it seems like he wants to get in there and he wants to hook, bang, 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 get the opponent out, blah. And when in the Magdaleno fight, I noticed that he got in there, he did his hooks, power shots, bang, 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 and then it seemed like a little bit towards the mid rounds, like he started to gas a little bit, and then you saw a jab, but it wasn't a sharp, tight piston like jab. It was kind of just like a get off me, get off me, get away from me. It wasn't really to hurt the opponent. It was just to create an avenue of space and division so the opponent couldn't hit him cleanly. Let's see. Not one to slip punches. Sometimes defensively lackadaisical. So is hittable due to the lack of evasiveness. No variation in punch speed and power. He seems to load up on just about everything that he throws. It's all coming. It all seems to be coming the same strength and the same speed. So that could make his opponent timeable and at points get used to the power and able to brace for it. Uh, doesn't seem to transition well from offense to defense. It's got a lack of a counterpunch game that I saw. D-Lo 404 Boxing the Mo. What's going on, man? I appreciate you stopping by the house, man. You know what it is. Wipe your feet, close the door behind you, man. Come on in. All right. What I got? Keeps left hand low at times. High guard, sometimes easily split. I noticed that with Dogbo, you know, the same thing I noticed with Lomo. So we'll go to Navarrete, who comes in with a record of 25-1-0 with 22 KOs, stands 5 feet 7 inches, and he is an orthodox fighter. Let's go into the good. Say has a decent jab. He's got good footwork, good movement. Fights decently off the back foot. And when I say off the back foot, what I mean is in retreat, he's still able to get his work off going backwards, which is something that a lot of fighters aren't able to do, you know, not effectively anyway. And he still gets solid punches, you know, off the back foot. Let me see. He is a combo puncher. And one thing that stood out to me in the Sam Martin fight was he had an effective 3-6. And I was like, huh, okay, that works. And he did it repeatedly against dude, which he's an orthodox fighter. So that would be a left hook followed by a right uppercut. And I was like, huh. And he threw that combo effectively, repeatedly. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. He's got good head movement, good use of angles, and he's got a nice step around game. Not as good as Lomo's, but you know, he is able to get his work off, step off to the side and evade oncoming offense. So that was cool. Normally a volume puncher. He throws punches in bunches. His combinations are normally longer combinations. Instead of two punch combinations, maxing out a 3-punch, it's very, very common to see that dude throw 5-6 punch combinations, you know. So yeah, he's got a nice motor. Normally keeps a pretty good pace during the fight. And that's an asset of his, because he is a fighter that normally always executes a lot of movement. So a lot of energy goes, you know, towards him moving around the ring and, you know, using the angles to get at or away from his opponent. And he's got a sneaky check hook that I noticed in the Poras fight. That was pretty cool. So I'm wondering if he's gonna initiate that against Dogbo. Be interesting to see. All right. Now for the bad, I got subpar hand speed. He's not lightning quick with his combinations or with any of his punches, really. But you know, he seems to connect. So yeah, he'll pay for that when he comes against a fighter who's got elite defensive skills, and speed. So we'll see how that works out for him. Throws lots of wide looping shots. You know, shots like that are easy to be countered by straights or like hooks that are just a little bit tighter and sharper and on the inside of what they're throwing. Can get sloppy sometimes. And periodically he'll let the opponent into his chest. Lunges on shots at times, and sometimes leaves his jab hanging out there. And I saw him get clipped in that Porous fight. He got caught with a nice shot or two because he left that jab hanging out there. All right, on to the keys of victory. For a Dogbo, he's got to be elusive because he's going to get peppered. So he better be ready for the swarm. The hornet's nest is coming at him. Don't stand right in front of the opponent. He needs to have footwork and movement. Get inside and work the body. and find a home for that left hook to the body. And he needs to try to get Navarrete, on the ropes or in the corners and put in that work. All right, now on for Navarrete. He needs to keep Dogbo at the end of his jab, and make sure it's a sharp jab. He needs to initiate those sharp combos. He needs to get in and out, but don't get greedy. Don't stay in the pocket, in the kitchen, in the kill zone too long, because that's where Dogbo is comfortable in those exchanges in close. And tie up his opponent when he's on the inside. Smother Dogbo's work. If he could do that, I think it'll be a good night for Dogbo. I mean, for Navarrete. Now, this is where I might eat crow, but based off everything that I saw, I'm gonna go with Navarrete. And I'm gonna say TKO, 10th round. Everybody that Navarrete stopped, it seems like he stops them with a barrage of punches. He overwhelms the opponent. And Isaac Dogbo being the smaller dude with the shorter reach, I could see that happening. I can honestly see that happening based off what I saw. I believe he's got the movement and the footwork to be able to keep away from Dogbo. Dogbo's work comes best, on the inside, and I think for the most part, Navarrete will be able to get away from that and keep Dogbo off of him. So I got Navarrete, 10th round, TKO. Hold up, I saw somebody ask a question. That was, what time do the fights start? Rod X. Hey, Rod X, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the house, man. Sound like a very educated estimate, but I like Dogbo inside of 5. That's what's up. Hey, the boy Trey and Marlo, they rocking with Dogbo too, man. Trey already told me he on Crow Patrol. He asked me how I want my crow. But man, I feel like Mike and Spence, man. It just seemed like I saw something. That's what's up. But I respect your opinion, bro. And it very well could happen. Dogbo is a dog. That dude, he's a little beast. But yeah, fight start. The Josh Kelly and David Ammunition fight start at 1:00 Central Standard Time on DAZN. And the Kell Brook fight, I don't have a network written down. Is that gonna be on DAZN too? Yeah, the Kell Brook fight might be. I think that may be on. No. Versus Loma or Tank versus Teofimo Loma or Tio. Great fight. Lopez, I think Lopez is too big for Tank, man. I think Lopez puts those things on Tank. And I'm just be honest with you. It's just me. Oh no. No versus Loma. I don't know what you mean. After 1, get Loma, yes. Okay. Hey, check this out. I gotta step inside real quick and I gotta take care of something. It's gonna take a few minutes, and I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging and holding on because, like I said, it's gonna be a few minutes. But I got more fights to break down, and I'm gonna go ahead and Sean the Icon salute, bruh. Yeah, but I got more fights to break down, so I'm gonna jump back on, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the rest of the fights I got. I got Teofimo Lopez versus Mason Menard. I got Josh Kelly versus David Avanesian. I got Kell Brook versus Michael Zerafa. So yeah, and it won't take too long to get through those, but it's gonna be probably about 5 to 10 minutes before I'm able to get back and do this. I gotta take care of something real quick. We'll say Rough House Box TV. I got Pedraza over Lomo, so I'm ready. So I'm already thinking about what kind of side dishes to go with Crow. Real talk, D-Lo. I got Pedraza. Oh, you got Pedraza over Lomo? No, okay. Yeah. Think about those sides, man. I heard sweet corn go pretty good with crow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, hey, Sean the Icon, if I didn't welcome you to the house, bro, welcome to the house, man. You know what it is. Appreciate you rocking with us, bro. I know you wiped your feet and closed the door behind you before you came in. You always do. I was thinking about loaded mashed taters. Yeah, hey, potatoes go good with anything. That's what's up, man. So check it out, man. I'm gonna sign out for right now. Like I said, it'll be about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to jump back, man, because something I gotta take care of. I gotta get something in the mail for one of the homies. That's what's up. I'll talk to y'all boys in a minute. Thank y'all for stopping by the house. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV. And we're gonna see y'all a little bit. So peace. Y'all can hang around the house if you want to, but I'll be back. Chill.